that should fix that. Just before, so we're setting up this new monitor here. Now I got to figure out where this is again. There we go. So we're setting up this new monitor here because we had said like, oh, I wish we had a monitor where we could see the chat. And I'm setting this up. We set up that monitor. We did a test run for all the sounds. Everything was sounding good in the headphones. Whoa! Then that happened.
Oh my God.
Oh, everything just got loud again. Ooh, I didn't do nothing.
Well, you didn't.
No.
You were standing there.
I was standing right here.
Before.
I was just connecting the output to the OBS like we do every week, which is what I forgot to do. So, I don't know. Something got... Ooh, spooky ghost in the machine stuff here.
I'm scared.
I know.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
Okay. So, lots of stuff just happened. There we go.
You might see a band get electrocuted live on...
I was told, though, without my mic being on, the band sounded great. Because you guys are all in the first...
Hey, Mary Joey, you're damn right.
That's the thing. I'm in the second sound card. So my vocals are the only... No, they're not the only thing in the bottom one. Who knows? But now everything's hooked up. I did forget to hook up the sound. That's the second time that's happened over like 38 shows. So I don't know what the odds are on that one.
I do.
Do you?
1 out of 19.
1 out of 19.
Which is about 6.5%.
Okay.
Look at the brain on
Six.
your head.
I'm going to tell you, 6.5% is pretty good to me. So there we go. All right. Well, there. Now I'm glad we do have that monitor hooked up, even though I got so distracted by it. I forgot to hook the sound up during the first song. That's how that goes. That's also why this is the live and unfiltered show. How about this? Just because of that. Let's move into the next song, and then I'll do some of my notes and everything. Let's play another song, since that one was literally just an instrumental.
But we sounded great.
But you guys sounded great.
So
I sounded perfect.
So there.
You just didn't hear it. There you go. Okay, so we're going to play a song called Why Did I, just because that last one didn't work. Let's go.
I was in love or whatever. It could have meant to be, it could be meant to be, it should be meant to be, just you and me, why did I? Why did I wait so long? Time has passed and gone. So much I'd say hasn't been too long. It should go away, it should go away. It doesn't go away, just you and me, why did I? Why did I call? Didn't think of what it would do. A life or heart can be broken or wide. Anywhere it's needed, anywhere I need it, until it's bleeding, just you and me, why did I?
So hopefully that one you were able to hear. And I think so. I can't believe I forgot to turn on the stupid sound card. Stop it. No. Yeah. So that was Why Did I from our rom-com mixtape.
Once in a while, we have to prove that we're live.
Yes, we do. What you got? Oh, I see. He's taking his pulse. It took me, even being in the room, I was like, what's he doing?
Hey, Tom, Rob likes dad jokes.
He does. No, that's not how it goes. I like to tell dad jokes is the phrase. And then you say, does he laugh?
Take two. Hey, Tom, Rob likes to tell dad jokes.
Does he laugh?
I think in that case, she said, does his dad laugh?
Nah, no. It works either way. That's fine. It works as is. So anyway, that was our Why Did I song from Rom-Com Mixtape. And so this past week, we released a new podcast where I talk with Indie Beat Radio. It is an online radio station that's connected to a Bandcamp alternative called Bandwagon. So you can upload your music there and submit it to the online radio station, and it plays in rotation on the station. I rhyme a lot when I do these. It's
Nice.
unintentional.
It's really nice, Tom.
Yes, I do. And I did this, too. It was kind of like an around-the-world snap. And so now, another thing, too, is we discussed something the other day. We went to go see Queens of the Stone Age. And
We
the
did.
band that opened before them was The Kills. And the singer for The Kills, you didn't know that either? Oh, wow, okay. Anyway, they were playing, and
Brian couldn't make it.
the singer was also playing guitar on one, but you were like, oh, she's doing open tuning. And I'm like, what's that? And you explained it. And then we were like, wait, that's something maybe I could try and do. So I did some research on open tuning. This guitar back here, because a lot of our previous album was in A, I open tuned it to A. Let me just put it this way. I've been doing the finger slide thing. All I've learned is that I can do the notes, and it's okay if I hit the strings around it. I don't know if I'm playing it wrong, because
You
it
wanna-
doesn't seem any
If you're
easier.
in an open tuning, you can bar all 6 strings at the same time.
Okay.
Or any combination of them.
Also, I didn't tune it very well.
No, you did not.
So,
No, so the idea is like you could play 3 strings together or all 6 once your fingers get stronger.
yeah.
And it'll always be a chord because you're in open tuning. Not like that. Like you have to play them all fretted.
I have to play them all fretted.
Yeah.
Because I looked up
Or
some
all
videos,
open.
and then I also looked up, like, Get Satisfaction or something like that by the Rolling Stones is in, like, open G, and he actually doesn't pick
They
it.
do a lot of stuff in open G.
Yeah. So anyway, so we discussed that, and so maybe, if I can think of it, some of the songs I might try and accompany on guitar.
Yeah, any open key.
This
we
is
could
how you
probably
hold a
make work.
guitar, right?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. See, hear it.
That's
I'm doing good. It's already
not-
working.
That is not what we call tuned.
Well, this is also a very humid room, so it might have been tuned when I did it last week. So anyway,
Sure.
open tuning. We're gonna maybe I might try and do some guitar in the future, and we got a confirmation. Yes, now it sounds great with the sound card hooked up. I would hope so. So that was that. And I know, now we're in the segment of the show where we actually work on a song, and it's a segment we like to call Working It Out. Bam! That thing right there. So it's a segment where, because even though we have songs in our set list, with our guitar player leaving, there are some songs from our set list that are very reliant on guitar. Also, there are some songs that we put out as a signal, kind of learned, and then stopped playing, and then we realized, even in general, we didn't know how to do it. So we've been working on the past couple weeks. We've been working on our single "Could Take for Years," which is a great song that, when it's recorded and tracked in the studio, track by track, separately and arranged and made to go very perfect together. But when we try to do it as a
Do you
band,
want to play a verse and
it's
a chorus?
a
real
tough
quick?
one. Yeah, let me do that.
So we can see how we're changing it from the recording.
So I'm going to pull up the song so we can check it out to get kind of an idea of what we're trying to do here. And we had said we were going to do this intro. We were just going to do that pause instead of going directly in on beat.
Yeah, at least for now.
Yeah.
Until we get better.
So the other thing about the song too is it's got a lot of stops. And this goes into one of the notes that I have for us to work on it this week. So here you're doing the boom, boom, and we were saying that that doesn't really work without the guitar.
At least not right now, yeah.
At least not right now. I do want to work on this because it actually works with the call and response of the vocals, the boom booms. Maybe. Okay, so that's where we're up to for here. Now here, the two things that we wanted to work on that we said were giving us trouble. One was the bass part, the slide bass. What I have an example here. Now, I was listening to the Mark Ronson version of the Radiohead song Just. And they have a spot in it that kind of has a similar bass line, and I recreate it. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. But it's,
You're a little off.
I'm a little off. But what it does is I took out those slides and I just put them on the beat, and they're just boop, boop, because that's what they do on that one.
Kind of what the kind of stuff I was playing.
I was
with
wondering.
too.
I
Yeah.
thought that might have been
We're
what you're doing.
Pretty similar. And then once in a while, I can even add in a slide.
Yes. I was even thinking just because I was editing it, just to give an example, but like it would be boom, 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 or something like that.
Yeah, or maybe more random. Maybe not.
Maybe not. I
mean,
don't know.
I usually try not to go too straight forward with these things.
Yeah.
So you, Tom especially. Well, no, Rob too. They like weird stuff.
Yes. But I'm going to say the opposite this time, because the other thing I realized, because this song has so many stops and starts before it does the changes, and what it does is it makes it kind of confusing as to where to go, when we stop, all that. I say let's forget the song structure. Let's work on the actual groove of two different parts. First, figuring out that part you're doing there when you're supposed to be doing the slides and where like it doesn't work. You keeping a beat, and I just want you guys to do a beat. Just forget about the structure of the song. Me and him will pop in with stuff, and we'll just kind of pop in and out, almost like we're doing an improv, and just kind of get a feel for like what we're doing, and maybe it'll just kind of cohesively be like, oh, okay, this jams on this level. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay, so let's give that a shot. So you guys just start out with, you do the drum beat, and then just play the drum beat and groove with him, and he's going to kind of try the different bass lines, or maybe even switch from one bass line to the other if you want. Just go through them, and then we will jump in whenever we feel like it.
Yeah, I'll start very straightforward, and I'll layer an experiment after we get something straightforward.
Yeah. That time and place, it would change everything from then. If I didn't hide, can I say it would never end? Thought that I could take
Still verse
for
part?
years. This is technically the chorus to me. That was when I could see you here. again. That time and place, it would change everything from then. If I'm dead and hide, can I say it would never end? Thought that I was listening, could take 4 years. That was when I couldn't see you here. Now I want to take that time and find if it's still what I thought that I could take 4 years. That was when I could see you here. Thought that I could take 4 years. That was when I could see you here. Okay, so now, I liked the groove on that, and I like the fact that we could even switch out, go to different places. You'd go, oh, you're doing this, I'm switching out. Makes me wonder if we shouldn't just make it an A and B part thing, kind of feel out the groove, and just really map out a structure to it that we follow, doing kind of what we did.
It is kind of an A and B
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah, to you guys it is. To me, with the verses, I know that there's a verse, a bridge, and then a chorus. But to you guys, not a lot really changes, so you don't notice that.
The music doesn't go to a bridge ever.
Right.
So you sing
Vocally, I do. I sing a bridge, and then vocally, I sing a chorus. But the band itself doesn't, which I think adds to the confusion of the song when we're saying changes. Because I'll be like,
Sometimes
here's
I'm
the
like,
change,
wait, is he
and
singing
you'll
a
be
verse
like,
or a chorus?
yeah.
And he's probably like, why don't the guys know I'm singing a bridge?
No, I literally said, well, to me, this is the chorus. It was my answer when you were like, is this the chorus? ABC and breaks. And we can work in the breaks, but with that groove, even just moving in and out of it, and with the fact that I was like, okay, I'll sing this part here, I'll sing that part there, I think we'll remap it that way just to play it live, because it's a groove, and that's what we discovered last week, is it's a groove, and with the stops and starts, we never captured the groove, and we never get a chance to capture it because we keep trying to work on the structure. And it's like, no, we haven't done it as a beat yet. We haven't done it just as a mood. So that's why I was like, screw the way the song goes. Let's just play it, and you guys switch, and I'll follow along. And that's what we did.
I still like the bass slides.
When I play with them.
Yeah.
Maybe give that some thought. See if you can, stick some more in there.
Or maybe even, like, I know that they're
When I
very
was doing it
random.
Consistently, we'll listen back, but there is some runs where I was doing it
I heard a few.
pretty consistently. So let's listen to that and see how we feel about frequency.
I was
Okay.
pretty much
Oh, yeah,
just
absolutely.
paying attention to myself.
And
Okay.
I agree. I agree with you though. I think there's a world in which we can have groove and bass slides.
Yes, I think so too.
I just
Especially
can't
if we get that groove down and we know where to land when we're supposed to land. There is something you and me got to work on, because you are starting late on the horn line you do. We got to figure out, we got to work on where you come in association with the keyboard line. Yeah, I'd have to readjust. But the funny thing is you guys were doing the groove, and I'm like, oh, it still worked. I was able to just wait a beat and then come in, and then it's like, oh, it's still working. So that's why I think this is the right way to go. With what? Anyway, so that is our segment where we're working on the song Could Take for Years, and that was Working It Out. Boom. Live band practice stuff is what we got there. So that's that. Now we are going to move on to the final song of the evening. So pull your partner close. I don't know why I went into full creep mode.
Like that. Well,
Pull your
you're
partner
always
close.
close to full creep.
I am. I'm adjacent. Adjacent. That's a clone for Jason's. Adjacent.
Tom likes to tell dad jokes.
That literally popped into my head, and I love it. Okay. That's why I think I've even told you my joke. I wish I was a news announcer with the name Justin, so when it came to me to say the news, I would go, "This just in."
Just in time.
Huh? All right, that's enough of that. Enough comedy jokes. Let's move on to the last song, which is Just in Case, and I need to get into flute mode. Flute mode, that's right. So
I often get in flute mode.
put your drink and food carts in the upright position. We are going into flute mode. Drink and food carts. I meant to say trays. That's what I get for improvising.
It was better the way you said it.
It was better. All right. All right, so here we're going to do the song Just in Case. And we can start that here. And I start out this song, don't I? So let's do that. I went on knowing somehow it seemed off. I'm left with no time, even the moment's lost. I'm stuck because I missed it. Can't stop thinking of one time when it seems so much more than I credit for. Just in case I might forget. Just in case it trips me up. Just in case it will be better. Just like that other place. I could fight, but I won't. I let it come to this, and I'm sure that one time come around again. Just in case I might forget. Just in case it trips me up. Just in case it will be better. Just like that other place. Just in case I might forget. Just in case it trips me up. Just in case it will be better. Just like that other place. Just in case I might forget. Just in case it trips me up. Just in case it will be better. Just like that. Yeah, that was our song Just in Case from our EP Spaghetti Midwestern. It's funny, that song is riddled with ironic lyrics that always seem to happen at the time the lyric happens. Like, so there's a line where it was like in case it slips me up or one of it, or it could be better. And then you had turned to mess with the board, and then you came back in and you were like totally off time. And I had just said, like, in case it messes
You were
up or
messing
something like
with
that,
the
and you
board
messed up.
mid-song. Let
Yeah.
it go, man.
Yeah, your keyboard was low in the room.
Yeah, it was. I agree. So yeah, so we had to switch that. But I got it. It's one of those things. And then on the chorus, I always forget to switch, and one of the lines is in case it could be better, and then I fuck up. So
Could have been better.
forget about it.
Change the lyrics. We'll do
we'll change the lyrics to "This song is great. This song is well. I'm a rock warrior.
The
We're
next
fighting
song-
to hell."
The next song will be "You're doing great, Tom Ray. You're doing great, Tom Ray."
That's right. Daily all the songs will be called Tom Ray affirmations. The aforementioned Tom Ray and Tom Ray aforementions. So that is our
This has to
Lorenzo's
stop.
Music live and Unfiltered show. Yeah! Bam, 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 bam. We do the show every week from our practice studio, and subscribe to the channel and you'll get notified when we do this next week. Plus you get to see all of our podcasts and music videos and all the other fun stuff we do. So until next time, we will see you later, and have a good night.